All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Tonight we have League Director Sean Morgan versus Chuck Allie. So Sean Morgan is the League Director here at Amsterdam Billiards. He's going to be taking on one of the very good player that plays here at Amsterdam Billiard Club. This is the gold division, the higher division. The match is going to start very soon in a few seconds. So yes. Okay, I think the players are ready. They're giving me a sign. So we're gonna go with the lag now. Handshake, good. Looks like Sean Morgan is gonna get the break. So this is a handicap match. Sean is going to 150 and Chuck is going to 100. Chuck is looking for gaps on the inside the pack. Here we go. When you break in 14.1, you need to send two object balls in the cue ball to the rail. If you don't, it's a 2-point breaking foul penalty. This break meets the conditions. Long shot for Sean. And he misses, like it's very often the case on first shots like this. So Chuck is gonna get the first opportunity to pocket a few balls. He got the position on the 7 accidentally. Now he has a little problem. He would like to use the 14 to break, but he has no ball to get set up right on the 14. So let's see what he comes up with. Okay. So he managed to use the 15 to do a little damage to the pack. Unfortunately, he ended up the table, and now he has a missable shot. be a miss, and Sean is going to get a second chance at the table. Sean will miss again. 2 misses in 2 shots. Very uncharacteristic by Sean. Must not be properly warmed up. So Chuck is concerned by re-breaking the pack now. He's trying to get position on the 14 or the 9. I think the 9 goes. So it could be, should be able to break here, do some damage, spread some balls. So he elected not to. He didn't like the angle, so he played slow, extracted 1 ball, and now he can get a good position on the 14 to re-break the cluster at the middle. See, the problem here is he has no safety balls. He could get stuck under the cue ball, could die at the bottom of the pack and leave him nothing. He didn't hit that right. He needed a lot more draw to hit the cluster. He only moved 1 ball, and now he has no shot. That was a safety by Chuck. Let's see if it's successful. I see a combo in the middle, 10-3 combo. I'm gonna give credit to Sean for safety here. I don't think he was trying to do the 6 in the side pocket. With me?
No, I'm not ready.
Okay.
I tried before.
I just proposed Alex Masucci to comment. He said no. Wow. What's wrong, Alex? We need an entertainer. You are an entertainer. Okay, the safety battle continues. Sean did a risky shot. I think he left something. He left the 10 up the table for sure. All right. Chuck pocketed that ball, but he didn't leave himself anything too easy now. Nice work by Chuck extracting that one ball. I'm still not sure if the 2 goes, the ball in the middle, the 2 ball, if it goes in the corner. Alex is going for Chuck is going for the 2 in the side pocket. And even though he hit the other ball first, he still made the ball. It was a very close contact, and he actually has a chance to get a break ball. It's going to be a 1 rail break, but there's still some hope. Bad start for Sean. He's giving a handicap and he misses first 2 chances at the table. Whether he gets a shot or not, I mean, that was a really, really nice. I think he has the sixth. Okay, Chuck get on position to rebreak with the 15. He has to hit this very, very hard to be sure not to get stuck under the cluster. He has the 7 unless the 2 ball gets in the way. Yes, it did. It did. So he's gonna have to do a tough combo now. I mean, not tough, but every combo is missable. Okay, Chuck is still in trouble here. Only ball he has, I think, is the 7. He's gonna be jacked up. Again, that's kind of missable. Nice. He's a little far, but he can re-break now. Yeah, I can use that 5 ball to re-break. I think it's worth trying. I think it's a little too difficult to try to get the position on the 3 ball to re-break, so you should try to re-break now. And he misses. Okay, Sean cannot, has to get to work now. He has to make up for a handicap. He missed his first 2 opportunities at the table. If you said this point is break ball has to be the 3 ball, so he has to maneuver around it. He's doing a very good job of this. Very good job of cleaning up around the 3 ball. So stop shot for the 4 in up the table in the side pocket. And then he can do the 10 and the 5 in any order. And after he does the 4, he has many different ways of doing the 10 and the 5. He's gonna get the perfect break shot here. He has to draw about 10 inches. Oh yes, good job, Sean. Let's look at the stats a little. Two misses on each side already. There was a little safety battle. Chuck won it. Sean is going to go around the table and look where the cue ball is going to hit. Is it going to hit at the top of a ball or bottom of a ball? And he sent the cue ball up the table, which is not always a good thing. I think he's going to get away with it this time. He has to take the 12 along the rail. I think the pocket is partially obstructed by the 6 ball, so he's taking his time, aiming. Wow, the ball got spit. The pocket spit out the ball. Oh dear. So score is now 19-10. Sean hasn't started to eat the handicap yet. He's even further behind now. And Chuck has a fairly open table. Doesn't look good for Sean. Let's see if Chuck take this opportunity to re-break the cluster. If he plays a simple follow, the cue ball should go right on the 9 ball. Forgot to do the ball. Sean is going to be back at the table. Take your time, Sean. And Sean would be already in trouble if he didn't have the 10 of the table. A little lucky here. Nice recovery by Sean. Got himself into trouble, but because of his amazing shot making, he was able to recover. Okay, Chuck didn't really get a break shot here. He tries to force it and he missed. And Sean is back at the table with nothing. The safety battle will ensue. With ensue. Is that a word? A safety battle will ensue. Jesus. Chuck is going for it. He's gonna try to putt this 12 ball. Nice work. And he has the choice of 2 balls to break, the 1 and the 5. Good job. Good job, Chuck, taking back control. That's not the right angle, so he's gonna have to take another preparation shot for the re-break. I don't know what he's looking at. I don't think he can send the 8 ball in the pocket, in the corner. I have no idea what he's looking at. He called the 8 ball. Must be going somehow. Nice work. I think he carried it on the 6. And now he has a fairly open table. And Sean is in a deep O now. No reason for Chuck to miss this. Lost his focus for a split second, and Sean is gonna get yet another chance to get back in this match, because so far he's not doing well. 65 balls behind if you take into account the handicap. So the table is all open. He has a break ball, he has a key ball. Only problem is that the 6 is blocking the 5 ball. Problem that he's gonna fix right now, right there. I think he should be taking the 6 here. Gonna have to come back and he has 2 break ball now, the 11 and the 13. He lost the 11, and the 11 doesn't go in the other corner pocket, so he created a very nasty problem here. Very poor shot by Sean. The table was open. He had a break ball, and he managed to lose both break ball in one shot. He had 2 break balls and he lost them both in one shot. Hey Sean, how you doing? Okay, let's see what Sean can come up with. It's calling safe. Did I hear this right? Yes, he created like a tangle of 3 balls. So it's a conservative shot, but I like it. Unless, no, I think Chuck doesn't have anything. I don't think so. Yeah, that was a safety. Interesting safety battle. Only 3 balls on the table. It's going to be much more difficult for Sean to come up with something here. Chuck can take the 9 here if he feels like it. He's close to the object ball, so I think he's a big favorite to make it. What happened next, it's not sure. The cue ball is going up the table. Doesn't seem to be an easy way to get to move those 2 balls. Maybe if he put a lot of inside spin, he could hit those balls. Not sure if the 13 is going. The 11 definitely is not going, but the 13 might go. It's hard for me to say from where I'm sitting. I think Chuck is going to try to bank it, draw a little, and get the break shot on the 13. He's going to try to bank the 11, I think. He hasn't called anything. Oh, that was so close. But definitely this is what he was doing. He was trying to bank, and if he makes it, he gets the break shot, and he gets lucky here. So that's called lucky on miss. We should see it on my stats here. Yes, Chuck lucky on miss 1. Okay. I wasn't sure what happened there, but looks like he was playing safe, I guess. Okay, let's look at the stats. Offensive play index 605 for Sean, 534 for Chuck. This is way below what these guys are capable of. Yes. Six misses by Chuck, 4 misses by Sean. That also is a lie. If you look at the score, it's only 33 to 23. Sean is usual, shooting fast, 17 seconds per shot. Chuck is right at the average, 23 seconds. I think Chuck should have hit that much harder and with a follow shot, a lot of follow. So he elected to do this bank shot. The problem with this is that there's no reward. He was never getting anything after this. Nothing easy, at least. This guy's gonna be gunning for the 14 in the corner. I would have liked to see a safety by Chuck here. I mean, that was very aggressive, and I think it was 50% at best to pocket that 14. Chuck is already a third of the way, so he has to. Sean has to start pocketing some balls. Okay. Sean has to start thinking how he's gonna break the cluster. Getting position on the 1 now. He's gonna be straight, so no good for a re-break. And maybe he can do the 1, the 4 up the table with the stop shot, and then he re-breaks with the 7 in the right corner. That's all I'm seeing right now. And another miss for Sean. The pocket spit the ball out again. Chuck tried a combo that looked easy, but no combo is easy. And Sean is going to try a combo of his own. Gonna do the 9 here on the 7. Sean is gonna be successful in this endeavor. And now he has the 8 ball and he's okay to continue. So Sean thought he was solving problems, but all the balls came back together and he's still in trouble. He has to find a way to move those 4 balls and very quickly. Well, that looks a 90-degree cut. Very nice. But that's not doing anything to solve his problem. I think he has a small angle on these 3 balls. Maybe he can send the cue ball something like this. But he has to try something now. Sean has quite a stroke if he puts a lot of draw playing to the left. I don't know what he's hoping for here. Now he has no option to re-break this. And Sean is going to make me lie. Play the beautiful shot to get position the 4 in the corner. I don't think he can break the 5 and the 7, so yeah, he's gonna be done now. Still, he maneuvered like beautifully to get those additional balls. Now, time for him to go to a safety battle, win it. And we have a safety battle starting. Let's see how the players are doing so far in the safety battle. Chuck is perfect, 4 and 4, 100%, and Sean is 2 on 6. So that's a pretty good shot by Chuck. There was no obvious way to create the 3-ball cluster, so he just elected to put some distance. And Sean gave some kind of shot to Chuck in the side pocket. Chuck is gonna bank it. He called it in the opposite side pocket. Boom. Almost send the cue ball on this 2-ball cluster, and that was very close. Very nice shot by Chuck. I wasn't sure what he was doing. He was trying to super cut the 5 in the side pocket. All right, long shot for Sean. Decided to go with the 7, even though there's really no hope for a break shot after this. And makes me lie again. If he pockets this, he almost has a break shot. Side pocket break shot. And another miss. Too bad. The 7 is in a position to be a break ball, and Chuck missed it. And now Sean is going to get the break shot. Okay, the score is closer now, 36-34 for Chuck. So again, Sean has to start pocketing some balls here. He hasn't started to eat the handicap, and Chuck is a third of the way, past a third of the way.
$36-34.
So I just made sure my score was right. And we're ready to go. If Sean decides to draw, looks like he's drawing, he has to draw a lot, or he's gonna get frozen. Yeah. I have a tendency to play a follow on these thin angle break shot. Even though sometimes I scratch, when I do not scratch, usually I get a shot. If you draw, very often the cue ball dies on the side of the pack and you get nothing. Or maybe the cue ball moves away a little bit from the pack, but the loose ball's on the other side. So I would have to confirm with a straight pull expert that this is a viable option to do to play hard with a follow on the break shot that Sean just did. Chuck is gonna try to play safe. Looks like that's gonna work out. I don't think that Sean can see the 14. Safety by Sean. And I think he made it. I don't think Chuck has anything. So Chuck is examining his options here. Very, very nice. We feathered the 11, came back exactly the right spot. And now Sean can feather this two ball again here. Like this. But there's a risk he's gonna come back like too far in and leave the 8 ball. So he's gonna do what Chuck just did, which is not a bad idea. Just looking at it again. Like I said, I think he's fine. But you can see that the strategy of feathering the two ball could backfire at any moment. So you have to come back at least here. You don't want to give away the 8 ball. And if you play too fast, you could come back by the rail and still give the 8 ball. So it's I think Chuck is going to choose to do the same safety he did a couple of on his last shot. We have a very nice safety battle here.
That's the only way I can beat you.
Chuck didn't give anything, but he underdid it a little. And I think that Sean has a combo. Those two balls here are pretty closely wired. Those two balls here. Sean may be tempted. I think he saw that combo, but he's not going to go for it. He's going to be reasonable. And the safety battle continues. Let's look how the stats changed. And that's a foul by Chuck because no ball went to the rail. And Sean is just going to give back as it's his option. Sean could have played that a little better. He gave Chuck a very easy save. And the safety battle continues. Sean tries something a little risky. He gave the 8 up the table and he's lucky not to give the 6. An easy shot on the 6 down here. He's kind of lucky. Let's see if Chuck takes that 8 ball. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to, but with the 6 ball being where it is now, His options for another safety are not as good as they used to be. Nice shot. Still has a little work to do to get back in reasonable position to rebreak with this 4-ball here. That's his plan. Let's see how he proceeds. I think he has the 6 here. He was hoping the cue ball would drift a little more down the table and we get an easy shot on the 6. Now he's gonna have to use some muscle to come around and have a shot on the 4. He's trying to go something like this with the cue ball. Okay, Chuck elected to play safe. Probably couldn't see the 6 ball like I thought he was. Offensive play index 572 for Sean and 435 for Chuck. Way below what these guys can do. Way too many misses so far. So Chuck left a combo to Sean, but Sean knows better than to try this this very difficult combo. Looks like he might have spotted he's going for this combo here. I think 6 on 4. Nope. Nice shot by Chuck to take control, kind of. I think his best option is do the 15 and try to re-break. Very nice. I think he's gonna get the 10. The balls are close, but he's almost straight, and he has an inch between the 2 balls. Should be good to do the 10 in the corner. put a little spin on the cue ball to negotiate the cut. Make sure that the friction, the cut-induced throw doesn't send the 10 ball off course. Okay, Chuck has an opportunity to re-break here with the 11. So I guess very nice. He put a lot of draw to make sure that the cue ball extract itself on the left side, and it worked. He has the 2 ball up the table. I think those 2 balls are inside the triangle, definitely. So he has to push. He has a chance here to push. Do the 6 ball here, but then push the 9 ball somewhere here into a break ball position. No, I was wrong. I'm fairly certain that the 6 is inside the triangle. I might be wrong though. I'm probably wrong because there would be no sense for him doing what he did if the 6 is inside. Okay, let's see what happens here. That's over 90 degrees, so he doesn't have a break ball anyway. Sean and Chuck are discussing. Alright, so one of the Sean is also working as he plays his match, and one of the players from the lower division came asking him a question. And Sean is not sure the answer, so he's consulting with Tony Robles, who's playing on the table next.
Oh, and the ball's in the rack. The ball's here. There wasn't a scratch. No scratch. It has nothing to do with that. That ball stayed here. Yeah, if the ball stays here, then
you can see on the screen that rule expert Tony Robles is giving his opinion.
and when he missed, and the last shot he never killed. Oh, okay, gotcha. So if that's the case, right, then you can play the ball, put it here and shoot this way, only if you place it here. Yeah.
They are not talking about the situation that we're in right now. We're talking about something else that's happening on another player's table.
That's the only way.
That ball becomes playable. I knew that. I knew something would make that ball.
Okay, like I said, the 6 was inside. It's going to be respotted on the head spot. Let's look at the stats, especially the safety stats. Safety success, 9 of 15 for Sean, and Chuck is still perfect with his safety game, 13 on 13. That's a very interesting stat here. I'm gonna say that Chuck was playing safe here. I'm not 100% sure he was playing safe, but I don't want to ask the players, you know. Chuck's looking for a dead ball. He's looking if the 11 could be going, could be wired. Even if the 11 is going, I don't think he has any path. He's below the stack on the opposite side, so I don't think there's a network inside the balls to go for the 11. So he's going for the 6 now. Going for this ball here, the 6. And that's another miss, folks. Sean's gonna get a chance after his break. Offensive play index 545 for Sean, 490 for Chuck. These are not gold division numbers, folks. They're both having a bad day, but Chuck is ahead. Sean is even further behind than his handicap now. Chuck is next to me now, looking at the stats. 48-34. Look, Chuck, safety 14 and 14, 100%. You're perfect in the safety game so far.
Safety game, good.
Yeah. Sean is only 10 and 16. So, yeah. So, Chuck just said that we're not running balls, we're missing, and he's right. 11 misses for Chuck, 7 misses for Sean. But Chuck is still ahead because he's perfect in the safety game. He got back the control much more than Sean, so he's up 48-34. Sorry for this interruption, I had to do a little coughing. Sean is back. Okay, so Sean is gonna pocket the 7 ball, the 6 ball here. Try to send the cue ball around here. Maybe with a stiff draw or maybe one rail. And then is gonna try to re-break like this. Boom. And then boom. I don't think there's anything else unless this 11 ball here is dead in this pocket. That's the other possibility, but I cannot tell you from where I am. But Chuck was looking at it earlier, so it might be on. And Sean, just to make me look like a fool, decided to break with the 6 ball. Very spectacular shot. And why not re-break right away and get perfect position on the 5 ball right here. I suspect that Sean heard me, heard what I said, and he decided to do something else just to piss me off. What are the problems in this on this table? I don't see many other than those 2 balls here. He's gonna have to do something about this here. I don't think this is going, Sean. Don't do this combo, it's not going. But he can try right now to run into it. Watch out for the scratch. No, he was not going for it. I'm not sure I like this last shot. I'm not sure what he was trying to accomplish, but he made things a little more difficult. Not sure the 3 is going in the right pocket anymore, the right side pocket. Wow, Sean failed to close the gap between him and Chuck. And Chuck is almost half the way now at 48. Very nice control shot, shot by Chuck. Got the position on the 1 ball that he wanted. This cluster here is nasty. I think he should try to run into it right away. There's no point waiting. Probably not possible. I think it was possible with a stiff draw. Yeah, I think he had to go for it. Looks like that's it now, unless he can find a way to cut this this 12 ball in the side pocket. I don't think he sees any of the other balls. Or maybe this 3-way combo is on here. Yeah, that could be on. Boom, 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 boom. 3-way combo. It might be on. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I think it's on. I don't think Chuck has called anything though. No, that was a safety shot. And I think Sean is going to go for it. No, he's going for the 15 of the table. What is he doing? Alright, he's going to go for the 15. That's a safer shot. Maybe you just want to do the open balls in case the three-wheel combo fails. I think it goes. The more I look at it, the more it looks like it's dead. Okay, but Sean got the right angle to re-break, so to break the cluster. Nice job, Sean. And now the 2 can be used as a break ball, or even the 9 maybe. I think he's gonna go for the 2. Actually, it's not very good. And the 9, it was like 3 inches like further. Hey, Steve. Yeah. The 2 is kind of the wrong side of the pocket. If the 2 was here instead, right here, that would be a very nice break shot to go like something like this. Because it's the other side of the pocket, he's going to try to come back for the 9, and he barely made it. It's going to be a weak break shot if he tries it. But Sean has closed the gap a little, still in the match. His offensive play index is back up to 592. No fewer than 8 misses for Sean, 11 for Chuck. Chuck is no longer perfect on the safety. That's how Sean took control. That's part of this rack. I have 50 to 46 for Chuck. 50 to 46. Still have the good score. It's a good night. Very nice. Sean won 2 rails and he gets some spread. And he does have... I'm not sure what he has. I don't see anything actually. 12 in the corner maybe? Wow, Sean! The beast is awake. Now I can take the 13. Stay around here. We break, boom. And again, just to make me look bad, he decides to go 2 rails. Thank you, Sean. Okay, now he's gonna take the 1 ball, send the cue ball like this, and then use the cue ball. No, again, he likes to make me look bad. Reverse cut, be careful. No big deal for Sean the Morganator Morgan, no problem. So Chuck needs 50, Sean needs 100. So he's gonna have to put a few big runs, a couple of 20s if he wants to win. Took him a while to warm up, but I feel Sean is warmed up now. He has a new I feel a new confidence in him. He also finished his first beer, which is going to help. I think Sean is one of those guys that plays better with a little alcohol in him. Sean doesn't have a good break ball right now. His 14 ball is a little high. It's way high. This is too low. So let's see if Sean figures out something. He's probably gonna break with the 1 ball, but that 2 is it's 1 ball here is a little far with the corner here. So there's 5 balls left on the table, but this is not what Sean is thinking about. He's thinking that to have any hope of continuing my run. Okay. Probably gonna break with the 1. You could also leave the cue ball around here and do some kind of side like side pocket break shot. And this is not what he was doing. Now he has to draw and land on a very small area, like around here, like very small area where he's going to be comfortable with his break shot. Very difficult. And he missed it. Yeah. Despite this, it appears that Sean is back in the match with an ongoing run of 19. If you see like the plus here, it means that the run is ongoing, and it's the high run so far. Sean called safe. He decided to pocket the ball and put maximum distance, and he put the cue ball in the middle at the top of the table. It's very nice shot by Sean. And Chuck is going to come back to the table with a full triangle. I'm going to stop the shot clock because looks like Chuck decided to take his break. Chuck is back. I'm going to start the shot clock. And definitely Chuck is going to play safe here, but it's a little more difficult not to leave anything. Wow, he was trying to get back with a lot of spin on the cue ball and almost worked. He fouled though. So I don't know, Sean called the bank. I don't know why he would do that. Chuck is on a fall and he should just give back to Chuck. Why take this risk, Sean? Maybe he wants to keep the point. But the problem, if the 13 falls, he has to play a difficult save. So it's a mystery for me why Sean called this. Not sure what Sean is going here. Did he call the 11 in the side pocket? That's not an easy shot, 11 in the side pocket, but that's what looks like that's what he's aiming for. Yep, that's what he's aiming for. Ouch. Okay, he didn't leave anything too easy, so if Chuck wants to get very aggressive, he could do, I think, he could do the 5 here, and with the cue ball kind of break like this with a lot of follow. I think that's an option. Yeah, Chuck got a skid here. I think he caught it correctly and the ball skidded. It's my feeling though, and I think that's how Chuck feels also. He complained a little after he missed, and I think that's what he said. He got a skid. That was a skid noise. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but this is what a skid sounds like. And Sean is back in control. Let's see if he can find a way to re-break. I'm gonna try to re-break now. Like this. Send the cue ball. Boom. Boom. Yes. Does he have something? He has the 13-12 balls. Send it here and we break another time while he's at it. Yeah, I think that's the best option. It's a difficult shot, but if it goes, you know, it's a thin angle. The cue ball should have a lot of speed and he should re-break everything. So I think that's the shot. Take this 12 ball in the corner and re-break now. I needed to play much harder than this. That was a predictable result. It's calling the 14. the side pocket. 14 on the side. Nice work. And he's back in trouble.
I gotta teach it to myself before
Oh my god. Okay, Sean mounted a little comeback for a while, but got himself into trouble and couldn't negotiate a recovery. Chuck is back at the table. There's the cluster in the middle, this 4-ball cluster. Ball cluster. The other balls are kind of open. Even this here, this is an easy combo. What am I saying easy combo? There are no easy combos. Okay, nice shot by Chuck. Looks like he's gonna be able to run the balls that are open. That would have been an occasion here to give himself a chance to re-break, but he didn't leave himself enough angle. Let's see if he tries it anyway. I think he's gunning for it. Yes. He only extracted one ball though, that's not lucky. That's a little unlucky. Find a way to give a lot of speed to the cue ball, but only one ball extracted. Is he going to try to re-break now? I think it's the best option. I think a little bit of inside. I mean, he could manage to have the cue ball go to something like this. Let's use the straight line. Like this, and like this. Okay, he only moved one ball, he didn't extract it. I think he has a combo now, maybe. Yeah, he's looking into it, he's going for it. Or maybe he's gonna do this other combo first. That one's more easy. I think he's a big favorite to make it. Yes. Tried to send the cue ball in the cluster again. Failed. He's completely straight on this 9 ball, so the best he can do is bring the cue ball here and move the 7-8 cluster. And if he wants to get the break ball, he has to create it right there, right now. So he should think about the speed very carefully. played much faster than I thought he would. I mean, the 7 needed to be pushed just a little. Yeah, I think he should do the 7 here. Try to send the cue ball something like this. Come cue ball here for side pocket break shot. So in short, try to do the 7 ball and try to bring the cue ball somewhere here for side the 8 ball here, break the triangle. I think that's his best option. He's gonna decide not to listen to me. He's gonna do one rail break shot. All right, where are we? Good players have been shooting a little better in the last 2 racks. Offensive play index is back to 607 for Sean, 528 for Chuck. And Sean is now ahead 65 to 58. I mean, he's picking up speed, but it's not enough. Chuck hit that right. It's okay, he has the 6. Six can go here. And then he has to get kind of lucky on the cue ball. I don't know what he's gonna do, but it's worth trying. Even if he doesn't know what his next shot is gonna be, he should take that 6. And hopes to get lucky. I don't think it's feasible to predict exactly where the cue ball is going after that, but yeah, he elected to play soft, and I think he was rewarded here. He can pin his ball in this pocket and send the cue ball something like this. Yeah, it's not obvious. More likely he's gonna hit the 10 and right, he played the right thing. That was a very nice shot. I think this is what he was trying to do, use the 1 ball as a stopper and stay to re-break with the 10 ball. That was way better than play hard like I suggested. It's a reverse cut, not easy. And Chuck is gonna get a good spread, and now he's... I was going to say he's firmly in control of this rack, but he's not actually. Only easy shot, it's not easy. Only, well, he has the shot, the choice between the 2 ball here or the 12 in the side. I think that's it. I don't see anything else. Okay, he chose the 2. Probably because if he would do the 12, it sends the cue ball towards this pocket for a scratch. I mean, the 2 is not much better. He has no idea where the cue ball is going after this. But at least there's not a direct, an obvious scratch. Like I said, he had no idea where the cue ball's going, and he did get kind of unlucky. There was no obvious reason why this cue ball should go in that corner. He got a very bad kiss on the 4 ball, I think. Chuck is going to be on a fall. So, but Sean is going to be running some balls here. It's always very important to remember when your opponent is on a fall, because it's when your opponent is on a fall, it's like a get out of jail free card. If you hook yourself, you just touch a cue ball and you give the hook to your opponent. So let's remember that Chuck is on a fall, and let's see if Sean will remember. In the case that he hooks himself and at the end of his run, which didn't take much time, he already missed. Sean is off his game. Two problems right now. Chuck doesn't have a good break ball, and this is a cluster here. Those two balls don't go into any pockets. Chuck might be able to fix both problems at the same time if he kick the 6 ball into a break-in position. And that's what he did. He fixed both problems, and he has the 3 up the table. Very nice shot by Chuck. Very, very, very nice. Unfortunately, Chuck hooked himself on the 6. He might still be able to do the 6 in the corner. He lost his break ball, created a problem here, so too bad. Chuck is putting the spin. Those 2 balls are inside the triangle, so he's... doubting if he has any hope of a break shot at this point.
Usually I see you with a pool cue in your hand and not
I'm also a commentator, streamer commentator. Pascal.
Pascal, Eddie.
Eddie, nice to meet you, Eddie.
Maybe a two-rail break shot here. And what do we have? Chuck back in the lead. It's not good for Sean. Sean now needs 84. Chuck only needs 30. And Sean is not very combative. Looks like he subconsciously gave up, I would say. If you look at the way he missed his last shot, and ouch. I think he's going two rails. 1, 2. Ah, he missed the ball. Jeez. It looked like it was in. Okay, Sean spotted the combo here. And he can re-break. He can do the combo and boom, re-break. Did get some spread. Not sure what he has now other than the 6 of the table. Does he see the 5? No. So it's gonna be 6 ball of the table, I guess. Very nice. It's unclear if this one ball can go in the side. Apparently not, because I think Sean would take it if it was going. And ouch, Sean missed. Painful. He did all this good work and very little rewards. And if Chuck can make this long shot and run the rest of the table, things are going to get close to impossible for Sean, the way he's playing tonight. So if
So Sean has one more chance, probably the last to get back into this match. He has to pocket some balls. Scratch. You didn't see it on the screen because he was blocking, but he scratched. So Chuck made the shot this time. He has to come up with a plan to break this 4-ball cluster in the middle, but other than that, I mean, he's gonna have many chances to do what I just said. Can use the 5 on the next shot. The 6 is always going to be available on either side or even the left corner. There's like 6 or 7 different ways, and that would be fine if he wants to do it now and run into the 4-ball cluster here. Like he has a 3-ball as a safety, so he's not taking much risk. And he decided not to do so. I think he had less angle than I thought. He's taking his time, but he has much less options now. I think he got enough angle. Yeah, I think if he follows, he's gonna hit the 4-ball cluster. But he missed. He tried to do too much with the small angle and he missed. Nice shot by Sean. Unfortunately, he came back too low. Not sure he has a shot on the 9. Oh no, the 2 passes. Oh, the 2 passes. So he's gonna have a break shot here. Wow, interesting. It's gonna be an interesting break shot. I don't think I've ever... Offensive play index 577 for Sean, 528 for Chuck. Like I said, these guys usually would shoot above 700, maybe above 800. But tonight is a slow night for them. And I think Chuck doesn't feel much pressure at this point because you've seen Sean miss many times and it's just relaxing. Only needs 24. Would be nice if he runs the 24 in one run. He doesn't have a rack. He hasn't run a rack so far. His I run is 13. So I think Sean has to hit with follow, simple follow. If you put side spin here, you run the risk of missing the ball, so I wouldn't risk it. The cue ball should escape on the right side, I think, provided you put enough follow. Sean is going for it. Yes, the cue ball escaped like I said, and he has a shot on the 6 and the 7. 6, 7, or even the 15 of the table. Could take the 1 here and we break the pack. Take this 1 ball here. I think this is what he's doing. Yes, nice shot. Sean sent the cue ball flying up the table, and the result, the punishment is that he doesn't have an easy shot now. He can make the 15 in the corner. He has the 7 here. Yeah, he's taking the 7. And as is the case very often with this type of shot on those Brunswick table, the pocket spit out the ball. Chuck is back at the table with fairly, think there's a little problem, but I think he's a favorite to run this and even get a break shot. I don't think this is the right shot because he has to create a break ball. He should have waited and tried to get a better angle on this 8 ball, or maybe a better angle on the 13 to push the 8 into a break. Although I think this 5 ball is low enough that he can break with it. I mean, it's not ideal. Yeah, it looks like the 5 ball is the break ball. It has to. He's going 14. I think he's going to try to leave the cue ball around here. Push the 4 into this pocket. And leave the cue ball maybe here, something like that. Nothing else. Or maybe come back here and make the cube this 4 ball in the side pocket. Yeah, there was a side pocket with a stop shot. He has some kind of a break shot. Although I don't think he's going to be able to hit hard, because if he hits hard, he's going to miss the triangle completion. So he's going to have to play with a lot of follow and medium speed at best. That's my feeling. All right, Chuck only needs 16 at this point, so he needs 1 more ball than what's on the table, so he needs to get this entire rack and 2 balls from the next rack, because we only won 14 balls and not 15. So I need this rack plus 2 balls from the next rack. Ouch. Chuck missed, but he got lucky. Let's look at the lucky on miss statistic. That was the second lucky on miss for Chuck. No, it's not a lucky on miss yet because Sean had not played. And Sean did try a ball, so it's not going to be counted as a lucky on miss. The 2 lucky on miss, the second lucky on miss was not this shot, there was something that happened before. Lucky on miss statistic is when you miss and your opponent doesn't even try a ball. So his intent is safe or take foul. So that's what a lucky on miss is. Not sure what Chuck was doing here. He has a very tough reverse angle on the 4 ball there. I think that's all he has. Yeah, his punishment continues. He does have the 15 and he can even use it to break the stack, but it's also very easy to hit like only the 1 ball and the cue ball goes up there like that. So it's not a terribly good break. So he wisely elected not to re-break. Played soft, ended up on the rail, but he has a 14 that's on the table, and he has to negotiate a pad to get back to a re-break on the 13 ball. I had put 1 ball too many on the table, so I took it back. Chuck needs 11 now. Wow, what an horrible night for Sean. Did 1 ball and then scratch right away. Would be nice if Chuck would run out from here. He has a break ball, all the balls are open. No reason why he wouldn't get this done. He landed almost completely straight. Somehow predictably. And he's gonna miss. Wow, okay. Sean got a very good angle on that 11. And the cue ball finds the side pocket again. Ouch. Nice shot. Chuck makes the last ball, gets the break shot. PPASI, that's point per attempted scoring average. It's a stat I saw in other tools, so I put it in 4-1 engine. And the score 3.8, 4.0, that's pretty low for players of the level of those two gentlemen. Chuck needs 7, makes the Prit ball, gets a spread. He has a shot on the 11 here. I don't think that passes, but definitely the 11 here has at least a partial pocket. Let's go, Chuck. Finish this on a good note. Nice. It's not a gimme though. All the balls are obstructing each other. There's only 1 or 2 balls that are out on the open. So he can take the 7 in the corner here. Boom. But then the cue ball goes up the table, and I'm not sure what's the next shot after that. Alright, he played soft, hoping he would keep a shot on the 3 ball, but that didn't work out. And now I don't know what he has. He's pointing at the 2 balls. Looks like the 2 ball maybe can go. Yeah, probably it can go. It's gonna push the 15 in that direction. So he should be able to take the 15 in this bucket after if he makes the 2. He only needs 3. I was wrong about the contact on the 15. And now all he has is a reverse angle. The cue ball's going up the table. I think he should take his chances and play fast on the cue ball, hoping it breaks something and gets a lucky shot. Come on, take your chances. Maybe the 8 ball round in front of the pocket. Yes, that's it. Chuck's playing for 1. I don't think he knows. He's looking for a next shot, but on my scoreboard it says it's over. I don't think Chuck realizes that the match is over. All right, Chuck is the winner of this match, 100-83. That was a very bad night for Sean because he was going to 150. So not only he lost, but he did not even cover the handicap. And there's talk of some action after. I'm not sure what that was about, but I heard the number $100 a game, so I don't think we're going to be streaming that though. Okay, let's look at the stats. Final score 100-83 for Chuck. Offensive play index 544, 557, way below what these players are capable of. Second stat about offensive play, it's PPASI, point per attempted scoring inning, and again it's same thing, it's pretty low, 3.8, 4.3.
The biggest run was by Sean, 19. We have 18 misses for Sean and 19 for Chuck. That's ouch. Chuck is the clear winner of the safety play with only one safety that was not successful, 94%. And Sean, 11 of 17 for 64%, so he messed up the safeties much more often. Sean played below 20 seconds per shot. He always plays fast, 19 seconds. And 3 falls for each player. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, that was Pascal Dufresne commenting for Straight Play Match at Amsterdam Billiards. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.